Hello guys and happy Monday guys, welcome to our first testing session for the upcoming Virtual Endurance Championship race number 6. The 6 hours of Road America in our good old Vanwall Hypercar. Here on rFactor 2, yes, it's not an LMU stream despite it says Hypercar in the video title, but of course Le Mans Ultimate not even out, and rFactor 2 obviously also offers a couple of hypercars here that we obviously will see as well in Le Mans Ultimate, probably in the very same shape, 6 gears, combustion engine, stuff like that. Anyway, guys, this is rFactor 2, this is Road America, this is Virtual Endurance Championship, and this is our very first outing and lap with the car. And I welcome you guys to tonight's stream. It's going to be a good one with a practice and with running for the upcoming 6 hours. Oi, oi, oi. Where are the brakes in this car? So let's see what we're starting with. Probably 49s, 48s. Well, or no lap time at all in the first try. Still trying to find the right seating position. So how are you guys doing? Hope you had a great weekend. And a good start into the week. MVN, hello and welcome. How are you doing? Thank you very much for joining. Hey Lionel. How are you, buddy? So I need to fix the gearbox. Oh dear, what did you call the tough again? Either way, congratulations on your second win. Tony! Thoughts on Lewis to Ferrari, and do I think Alonso can take the Mercedes seat? That is obviously hell of an interesting question, so maybe the obvious things first. Lewis to Ferrari. What do I think? I think that Mercedes has effed this up, because as much as Lewis was concerned calling Mercedes being his family, and now obviously I know a couple of you guys will be like, yeah, that is a classic Lewis move, pretending like this and then suddenly changing his mind or whatever. But these things aside, Lewis has kind of always said that Mercedes is his family, and you know, it's not the first time that Ferrari was inquiring him. So what has made his mind flip over? some of you may say, or many people actually may say, he may have lost the trust into Mercedes and their competence to build a race and championship winning car. And I don't think that's it, because he extended his contract from during the year 2023, which was the second year the car was mediocre at best. Especially the second season half, they really dropped behind. So why would you extend the contract with a team that you don't think is capable of building the cars, proper cars anymore? And also, I think it is said that John Elkann tried luring in Lewis to Ferrari in May 2023, where he declined. So, you know, he could have already taken the seat there and say, like, you know what, Toto, at the end of the year I'm leaving. So, just take it, you know? But I don't think that is the actual reason. I think the real reason, or main part of that reason, is if you look at Ferrari and Mercedes right now, you could flip a coin as in which car would be more able to win a Grand Prix apart from a Red Bull. And the second thing is, Ferrari I think has lured him in with a multi-year contract, of which I assume at least is going to be 3 years. Even if it's just 2 years, it would mean 1 year longer than Mercedes would have taken him maximum anyway. Why do I say maximum anyway? It's because Lewis had a 1+1 contract opportunity, so he was contracted for 24, and he and the team got the option to extend the contract into 25. Now we know obviously Lewis has not pulled that option. Instead he then goes to Ferrari taking at least a 2-year, in my opinion probably even 3-year deal, which gives him 1 extra year in trying to achieve 8th world title. And additionally, I think this is just an opportunistic move. Like, remember when he moved from McLaren to Mercedes back then in 2023, where everyone was like, this swap of teams doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Hell yeah, another cut lap. But then he went on winning titles with them, you know. And I think that Ferrari may have offered funding for his diversity campaign, which at Mercedes was being accepted, also being developed and funded up to a certain extent. But I could imagine that Elkann and also Fred Vasseur, they may have maybe agree even to a full concept where they do things more together in that sense. So I think that is my bits and pieces on Lewis and his change to Ferrari. Whether there is a chance for Alonso into the car. Domi says only Alonso is the only valid option for Merc. Makes sense. 2-3 years contract, and then Antonelli jumps in. Takula, hello and welcome. Everyone has to make a change now and then. And I assume you're a Ferrari fan. Tony, I would probably put this the other way around. I think Lewis has asked Mercedes for a long-term deal. And I think it was Toto himself now in his interview saying that Mercedes was more like 1+1 instead of long-term thinking. So I wouldn't probably say that it was... Man, I need to stop thinking that this car has downforce, it's crazy. I think Mercedes may have rolled the dice here a little bit, saying, yeah, you know, we go for 1+1 and then like we see where the development of the car is going, we see where our junior program is going, and I think what Mercedes may have feared, and you know, Toto thinks big usually. So let's say Toto assumes that he would be able to build a championship winning car in either 24 or 25. I think Lewis, he feared Lewis to retire at the end of his 8th title, like out of nowhere, like Rosberg did back then. So maybe that was Lewis, maybe that was Toto on the board thinking like, hang on a minute, the guy is like 40 plus. What if he just retires after he's going to be 8th-time world champion? And you know what? If we then think about Fernando Alonso, exactly the same thing would maybe bring Mercedes to the point where they're like, nah, we don't like get rid of a 40-year-old, want to get a 43-year-old guy, you know? And then Toto said something very interesting. He said he's not surprised about the circumstance. So in translation, he's not surprised about Lewis moving to Ferrari. He was probably just surprised it happened before the start of the actual season. And because that question is gonna come as well, who would be my number 1 favorite? Let's put it the other way around. I ask you guys first. Who would be your number 1 favorite in that Mercedes seat 2025? And then I'll name mine. Robin goes for Alonso. Tony, do I read that correct? Like you say Mercedes has done a mistake not binding Lewis for 3 years back then in 2024? 2023? Tony, Fernando. Copy. Albon. I heard Albon was being in connection again with Red Bull, and I hope for him that he's not doing that again. Goldwinger, Sainz is a good driver, you say? I'm starting to get a better driver for this car finally. Yeah, Sainz needs to spot indeed. Do I know a good driver for Merc? Hülkenberg. The only driver I'd say is capable for Mercedes cockpit right now would be Sebastian Vettel, and he's retired. Speaking about German drivers. Hülkenberg is an awesome qualifier. He's a good racer, and I think he got decent pace. But I think he has not done anything too outstanding in his career, and I think also his size and with that weight would be a disadvantage compared to other drivers in the same car. Mercedes can steal Lawson. Interesting thought. I'm not sure if Liam Lawson would be the right pick though. And I also think that Sainz is going to go with Audi. Makes good sense with Sainz having the connection to Andreas Seidel. I mean, Sainz has hopped through any other team anyway. He was Toro Rosso, he was at Renault I think, or Alpine. Then he was at McLaren, now he was at Ferrari. Was he somewhere else? I can't remember. Don't think he was. Oi oi oi. need to turn down that FFB a bit. He could be a good second for Russell indeed. But then before you trying to get Hülkenberg, you try to get Fernando first, I guess. Anyway, before I come to my #1 favorite pick, quick advertising regarding this race here on Saturday. Stream will go live at 11:45, or no, sorry, 12:15, right before the qualifying of this category. And then we are going to be live for 6 hours straight. We got the exclusive right to stream the entire race on the onboard channel here of the #4 MH10 Simracing team. We're going to race here for the 6 hours here at Road America. So if you guys are interested in that, if you guys want to see endurance racing, top-notch endurance racing, then please give this video a like, become a subscriber on the YouTube channel, follow us on Twitch, and also make sure to tune in this Saturday, 12:15, 6 hours of Road America. And then we see, with a little bit of fun, how far we can get. Piastri. Tony. I don't think so. I think Piastri would be smart to keep with McLaren. I think that's a good fit together with Norris. They get their stuff together. They have a good opportunity to become like a real top contender. I think Piastri is a future star. He needs to sort his performance issues in the race. But once he sorts that, he is going to be hell of a complete driver. I've never seen a rookie being that mature, that calculated, and dealing that well with the pressure. I mean, I have hardly seen any mistake, any huge mistake from Piastri this year at all. That was really, really impressive, I think. So yeah, he could be... I would even prefer Piastri over Hülkenberg. Piastri probably not having the knowledge yet how to develop a car. But this is where George Russell would probably be the man in question, right? Yeah, Tony, but you know, as a young guy coming in, he at least won a sprint together with McLaren in 2023. And especially in the second year half, that McLaren didn't look that bad, to be honest. Ah, shitty. Certainly look better than me right now. Thank you, Goodman. Appreciate it. So, I will drop the guard now regarding my absolute favorite driver for Mercedes. And I go with majority of you guys. I go with Fernando. Dan DiMaggio, it used to be a mirrorless cam, now it is an Elgato Facecam Pro. Seemingly that kind of webcam is producing the best pictures of all of them. So yeah, I would... It was my very first thought. I was like, oh god, Lewis gone, so whom the hell are we replacing that guy with? And then I was like, Fernando it is. I want Fernando in that car. Fernando is to me the only driver that is able to get out 105% of any car, no matter which circumstances. Lewis needs a certain car in a certain style to be quick with. We've seen that in the beginning of 2022 when the car was horrific, and George Russell surely had the edge over him, 100%. In 2022, Russell was way better than Lewis, probably simply because he was more able to deal with the car than Lewis. And Vettel the same. Vettel needed that Red Bull in a very specific way to do the 4 titles. He got the same thing with Ferrari, but the Ferrari not always behaved that well, let's say. And from that point of view, to me, Fernando is the only guy that is able to outpace a car in any circumstances, whether it's rain, whether the car's bad, whether it's understeery, whether it's oversteery. Give it to Fernando and you're gonna see what the car is able to do. Fernando to me is the best driver on the grid, period. Sadly, it's not the most successful one, but to me he's the most complete and most experienced driver of them all. He's to me also the most skillful driver. Guy has a brain to read a race, even if it's happening like 25 seconds behind. We all remember that Hungaroring 2021, where Ocon won thanks to his teammate Fernando. That needs to be considered. And then I think Fernando would be a guy that can develop a car. Yeah, I know I can just smash a car. I don't think so. I think Russell is not that bad. Russell is just not... He's just not mature enough most of the time. So we need the longer gears here, it seems. And we need a lot less rumbling on the steering wheel. A lot less forces. Let's see how that goes. Alonso didn't win Monaco last year because his crew fucked up. Or there was some miscommunication with his pit crew. If not for that, he would have won Monaco for sure. So let's see how she behaves with a little bit more rear wing. I think it's finally time to get rid of Monaco in the calendar, but that is probably an exclusive thinking. Oh boy. So, the warm-up should finally be done. Then I think it's a bit time for me to improve the pace a bit. Yeah, Alonso versus Perez was absolute GOAT material. And this is what I mean. That Aston Martin was clearly slower than Perez, but he kinda tricked him 15 times in a row. But you also have to say that Paris was not really smart at all in that circumstances. Part of the story as well. Yeah, Alonso did terrible team moves indeed. Evening, Martin. How you doing, man? Oh dear. Them longer gears probably not the way to go. 6 gears way too extreme. There came the front splitter right underneath my car. Wanna give it one more lap, just the fields. Hey Altaman, how you doing? Hey Jose. Yep, I think Paris is one of these drivers that need a car a certain way. Be really quick with. Jesus Christ. Need to dump on that FFB. Yeah, let me do that first. And then fix the gears and then fix the car. I agree. Like, he's decent, but no championship material. In an honest way. Did I go back with the gearing? Yes. Altaman, I'm doing good. How are you? Trying to get a little bit of a drive here for the VEC race this Saturday. Probably worth putting on horizontal stabilizer on low. Why do you see 24 degrees? Is that your temperature right now? Minus 24. Oh, I didn't see the message of Sven here. You have your vacation. Where are you located at? Great, right? Chilling in the bar, having a drink, watching a sim racing stream. Sounds like life. What the Ventura he is. So LMP2 cars actually 5 seconds slower. 4. Well, I already was into the wall. Constant. 2 times now. I'm not a big fan of that 6th gear. Just a tad too short. MVN, it's only the Vanwall car. It's a single car category, kinda. Wouldn't probably be really able to pop this with a caddy anyway. I agree with you, Sven. Absolutely agreeing with you. On, rotate, turn. Which BMW mod? You mean the URD? Steam Workshop. So there is a third-party content guy that has done the BMW V8 hybrid. Car specific wheel rotation. And how is it the LMP1s should have been faster than the hypercars, right? Go for it, MVN. Looking forward to hear what you think. 347. That is a crazy straight line speed, for sure. No, I don't. I just take whatever the game is suggesting as being the wheel rotation for the cars. Oi, 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 oi. So let's do some research. The fast lap tracker. I need to get an overview as in what are the target lap times I'm looking at. And I might not even like what I see. Yep. Exactly. So currently sitting just 1.5 seconds off the pace. And it's not like I'm having a real good idea on what I need to do on the car. Maybe we check a couple of small things first, such as other people's straight line speed, and then compare it to us. This is 319. We were doing... somehow the car doesn't really have a front and it doesn't really have a rear. I'm doing 314. Okay. We just do something with the car. Putting it a bit stiffer in the back. Minimum rear wing. Maybe a little bit of Packers. See what it does. I haven't driven this machine in a long while. This is actually no excuse, but still. I think also there's a couple of interesting ways around this circuit. Like curbs that you can cut hard, curbs that you shouldn't cut. Let's see whether we're reaching 319. Thank you, Sven. Kudos go to Papa Kuhn. Hey, Jerome. How are you, buddy? Yes, MVN. That's exactly the Packers. So then, let's see. Car's bouncing a little less hard, I think. It's certainly a bit faster. But still 3 kph short. I'm still ultra bad in this turn. Yep, Altamon, exactly that. Yeah, I mean, no wonders that you are at 3 or 4, 1.5 or almost 2 seconds of the pace when you keep passing every apex without taking it. Oh, this different suspension doesn't seem to be a thing. To do with these cambers. Nah, I'm not backed by some Elon. I'm backed by my own. That makes sense. And then visually, graphics, stabilize rise and low, so that the car is, even if it's jumping around, I'm seeing a bit more clear, and you guys as well. This will be good for track vision. Yes, this is why I took the camber out again. The Packer. Well, the team still consists of Yane and David, but they won't drive, I guess. So how are you guys doing? How has your start into the week been? I have no idea how one can do 3 kph faster than this. Unless you go like full sends down low with the chassis. Maybe that's what we need to do. Perhaps also fix the rear behavior. Because this is constantly just getting faster, you know. And I think someone may still run rear wing 0. This machine. Let's just try it. I mean, I've got nothing to lose, right? So, make a... Oh, we're already minimum rear wing. Unlucky. And we try minimum rear right height. Would not be the first time this somehow would work. But I think I'm rather scratching on the ground with that. Let's see. Mod database. Hello. I'm joined by Turka Häkkinen for this series, as I think his team has pulled the plug on the entry. But he was still up for it, so I was like, you know what, just let's race together. So we're sharing the car for this project only. And this is why this team is also like a community-based team, you know. I may appear with the same colors on FSR if I do it. There it's just about finding someone that wants to race, you know. Oh, what is that car? I think that rear end is too low though. I think that is exactly what has killed me. Rear bottoming out. Perhaps, Victor. I got no sporting ambitions with these entries, right? I'm taking these entries mainly just for you guys to enjoy some stream and for me to still stay sharp for whenever rFactor 2 esport competition is coming up. So it's as simple as that. So even slower than before, if I saw that right. Which is a clear indication that the rear end is just too low. Absolutely funny. But this is still personal best. Okay, so we went into the right direction. No 100% perfect though. Yeah, it's tricky car, tricky setup. I think, if we're all entirely honest, we haven't understood this car in a single way. I mean, it's round 6 that's coming up right now. And I think there was, at least not for me, a single race where I'd say, yep, we have found everything in that car. Yo, Alistair, how you doing? Oh, you're testing the LMP2 at Sebring. How do you think? Sebring and Road America are both extremely bumpy here on RF2, I think. That's great to hear. Yeah, so I can assure you the LMP2 car that you see ahead of me is slightly easier to drive though than that Vanwall machine that you would be racing with us here. So let's see if that car is better in the straight line. According to the Delta it might be, but it's not. Yeah, to be honest, if I would have not have on the horizontal stabilizer, then I would get sick at some point. Yeah, I understand for other people it might just be the other way around. They get sick when the chassis is moving like it does here. There goes the rear. Car has some extremely weird movements. So it's time for some data analysis. Yeah, Alistair, 100%. Looking forward to that. Let me see. So nearing age. Do you open? Damn it. I need to open a new desktop. That's great. That's awesome. Right, here we go. Oh, you guys don't even see anything, sorry. So, checking a little bit into the right heights. See how the car's going up and down. It's like a constant swinging ball. This is crazy. So we have a little bit more suspension versus grounding. You got to be kidding me. That's actually insane. So it's both these. It's like 100% carbon copy, like there is not even a single difference on it. That is absolutely insane. That is what 10 millimeters static ride height is giving you. No difference whatsoever. It's probably simply because the car is... Maybe it's too soft. Yeah, checking. So we go hardest way. I'm just interested to see what happens, right? Probably the car will be bouncing like mad. Obviously first we check whether it's quick at all. If it's not even quick, then straight to the bin, right? But suddenly, somehow I would probably not even be surprised if this was quick. Yeah, not just that, as you've seen, the car is constantly going up and down. This is not only an indication for the car maybe simply too soft, it's also badly dampened. But maybe the dampers on this car actually do some work, because they're currently set at being softest. Maybe I need to change something on that. So first top speed check, 316 before. 316 now. I just want to see even if the data is looking different than before. Rear end is interesting. Lorry. Yep, I kept the pin through the grass. Yeah, shitty. So, I have no idea how people can do 319 with this car. But I keep trying, so maybe I don't know. Let's get a bit of dampening in. Rebounds a bit stiffer. Let's see what happens. What do you mean it's dragging? You mean it's scratching on the ground? I mean, I can try with 70 rear right tire again. The fun part is obviously, yeah, exactly, getting the car quick and then have it stable for the race. I'm not sure if Rick Van Erle was around with lower fuel. I mean, Jake, you do 45.3 with full tank and hard tires. Oh. Shitty. I mean, let's see, maybe it's dragging too much. At least not really where I want to be in terms of the program. Sparks are not 100% spot on, I think. So that's going to be interesting to see how we prepare with the struggle for Saturday. Ironically, that 70mm rear right height doesn't feel that bad. Maybe part of the rear just snapping and fooling around is because it just like dropped on the ground. Nope, 315. Oops. Now this is a ground effect car. You need a low front end to have maximum front downforce. It's an official car. Yeah, so here that front is biting. Nope, 316. Nicholas, age. Seriously? Have a guess. Almost. D9, Alistair. Hashtag soon. Yeah, I think there's two hypercars that you can have an rFactor to. The one is the Cadillac DPI and the other one is the Vanwall. And the Vanwall and Caddy are incomparable to each other, so you can't really bop them. So hence this is Vanwall only, I guess. Yeah, the Cadillac is not even an LMH or an LMDH. It's a DPI, I think a regulation ran 2 or 3 years ago. But this is not even faster. Well, it would probably be faster in the first lap, but... Nah, this is an LMH. The DPI, I'm not sure if it is even something. Or whether this DPI thing is kinda standalone. Let me see if I can get down to lap 23. .316. Speak for the same configuration. Go. Drift Slido. Is that yeeting? It is full yeet. Look at that car gripping on the front end though. The car is otherwise completely stable. Something I certainly don't have. the LMP2 in Sebring. What did we do? 43s, 44s with race fuel, I think. I would need to look it up in Le Mans Virtual Series. So the rear end is kept high, whereas the front end kept lower. I'll simply give it a go, right? Oh, let me have a check. I'm sure I can find some Le Mans Virtual Series runs. LMP2, Daytona, Spa, Atlanta, Daytona, VEC, Laguna, Le Mans, there we are. Sebring race from September 22nd. Yeah, okay, you were right. Yeah, I guess in free traffic laps. Funny with the drawing. Beginning high 46s, then low 47s. Till the end of the stint. I guess, I'm not sure if that was on a used set of tires. Yeah, either way. I think if you make it to the 46s on a single lap shot, high fuel, then it's fair enough. Yeah, I wanted to drive out, check stuff. Yeah, I mean, Alistair, it also depends, obviously, what is the real road and stuff, but... Yeah, I think on that setups that we did, 46s, 47s were possible. I mean, even with traffic we did 48, so... So guys, a race is coming up this Saturday, 6 hours of... Excuse me, 6 hours of Road America. I have to admit that the opening laps felt a little worse than I thought it would. So I'm back to experimenting, and here you guys can also see that all the races that we did before, all the performance that usually is in our cars, is not just like, you know, we hop in, do a couple of clicks and everything's fine. I think it's quite, oops, it's quite evident right now that at least for this hypercar you simply don't do that. Yeah, sorta counts, Alistair. Now we can start a discussion whether the iRacing LMP2 is spot on, or Sebring is spot on, or both sims are the same. Anyway, guys, if you appreciate all the insight here, and if you guys appreciate all stuff that we do, please have a subscription on the YouTube channel, follow us on Twitch, make this community grow. I'm pretty sure most of you have checked out the video I did about Le Mans Ultimate. It got released yesterday afternoon. And of course, if you want to see and want to hear more about Le Mans Ultimate in the future, then this is your channel to be, guys. As soon as Le Mans Ultimate comes out, we're gonna go spam videos, do live streams on it, check the game out, and start testing on it. So if that is your interest, guys, then please subscribe us on the YouTube channel, follow us on Twitch to see that content coming your way. Absolute nightmare driving. You lose consecutively 4/10 per sector, so you know it's not a driving line that's bad. It's the setup, it's the car. This actually didn't feel that bad, and yet it's slow. Hey Steve. No, I won't be able to be like reporting before release. I mean, I would need to be given access first, right? And then maybe I will find out to be able to report before release, like 2 or 3 days before the actual release. I don't think right now the game is in a state where it could be published. Remember, it's early access, which means there is lots of stuff probably still missing. And hell yeah. Don't even want to imagine right now what kind of image or what kind of bugs we would find if we had access already. But Steve, as soon as I obviously get an access, which I'm able to show, then of course on this channel you'll find it first. You think they would even postpone the thing again? I'm not sure about that, to be honest. I don't think so. Who knows if they even have the chance to do that. I would not be surprised if if they were up against some contractual things that kind of forces them to deploy the game. Slowly we're getting there. So what's the difference then? As far as I can see, not much. And yet this car runs completely different. That's the Vanwall right there, right? Straight. Doesn't look too different at all. Drives completely different. Funny. Absolutely funny. Penlop, have a good one. Bye-bye. Well, let's go more experimenting. It's inspiring to watch me doing some clicky boys and some trial and error thingy. Can't believe that, but I appreciate it. Alistar might be done here in a bit. Maybe if I'm fancy, I'm gonna jump into the LMP2 around Sebring. Can't guarantee top lap times though. Yeah, exactly. 47 fine. That sounds about right. Yeah, that's fine. I have some final ideas of clickies. Right, 50 laps of pain so far. Or a sort of pain. Something that would be really funny is if the philosophy I got on now again probably doesn't work at all. I just feel understeer in that car now. Despite it should not. At least not in the way. Let the lap time speak, now we see. Yes, this next lap won't count, that's amazing. There's a 49-inch Samsung Ultra Wide. No, I did never try the triples. No, Alistair, never tried triples. Multiple reasons. First of all, because of hardware resources. They obviously consume 1.5 times more than this ultra wide. And then I would start to get superstitious that one of the screens may have a different color or latency or whatnot. Which just not deal well with my brain, you know. This feels promising on the front now. Yeah, I would be going from, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Besides the fact that I can't jump as easy in and out of the, into the sim with a triple compared to an ultra. So, let's see if the feel can get transferred in lap time. Ist der Apex great? Ist another Apex even greater? Well, the car at least can stay tight in the carousel. So now, where do I locate the problem? Because there is potential in that setup in that car. Can't quite get it transferred onto the road. I don't know, Steve. We will see what LMU does regarding the eye candy. I am curious though. What if this thing suddenly just comes to life and works? Huh? James, what do you mean no RF2 online between 8 AM and 1 PM CET? Ah, you mean generally speaking. I thought they've closed that kind of hole. Guys, I think that is either one of my final tries or first try I'm doing a couple of long run laps. Ah, tomorrow for maintenance. Interesting. I wonder what they are updating then. Nah, you don't need to flash the lights going left, right and center everywhere. Like, I can agree with the guy. Hey Dylan, I'm doing alright, I'm doing good. How about you, buddy? Oh, that GT might be in the way. That's great to hear. Sometimes I'm amazed how strong these brakes are still. Okay, no touchy of that curb. Floats, it doesn't float. Grips, it doesn't grip. This is full experimental mode now. I'm not sure if I'm even going to complete the lap, to be honest, but we'll find out. Maximum stiffness on the car. Holy shit. If this is as quick as it feels... I would start questioning my entire knowledge. Yep, apparently got no further questions. Better say I got so many questions that I do not even know where to start first. What the hell is that stiff setup? It's mental. I don't know if the car can drive any good. A couple of laps into the race. But, oh my god, why is this so good? Why does it feel not bad? Have I finally found what slowed us down for the entire season? I don't think I have. I don't know. I think I'm still lacking a second. Yeah, MVN, I agree. Sometimes there's a great sensitivity on the car. Yeah, so that lap got killed here. It is a little too stiff though. I think the oval direction is kind of correct. Okay, so that means this is the final thing I'm gonna try. To roll bar a bit down. Spring right front a bit down. Tight upper click again. Even lower preload. More open coast and this diff. And a bit more brake balance to the front. I'm not sure if I really have uncovered something on the setup, but I'm pretty sure that I learned something about the car. And that alone is probably something to take away from that session, right? Obviously, with 44 people in, it's hard to not get into traffic here. Be able to test stuff. the only thing, like over these bumps during the carousel, the car is a bit like understeers, doesn't understeer, rotates, over rotates, doesn't rotate, swings a bit left, right. I think that's my only issue, so to say, with the car in the current state. Yeah, anyway, final lap coming up. Yep. That's the end of our lap again, I'm afraid. Yeah, okay, I mean... Now I'm interested. Oh yes. Yeah, guy on the outside just turned in. I need to have the data. For fuck's sake. Lovely. Yo, happiness, how you doing? Yeah guys, once again the hint that we are going to race the 6 hours of Road America this Saturday here in the Virtual Endurance Championship. And I hope that you guys gonna tune in, and yeah, if you appreciate our content here, then please follow us on Twitch, subscribe us on the YouTube channel. There will be more of these streams this week, obviously, as we need to get ready for that race. Nice, I hope you had a good race. We might get lucky with the next lap. Yeah, the Porsche Cup is a hell of a beast, right? Oh no, GT cars. Fuck's sake, you come out of pits. What the fuck is so difficult to understand about blue flags? I don't fucking get it. I can't even test it. This is the only thing that I hate about VEC. Yeah. You're welcome. That you can't fucking test setups on the official server. It's just pointless. With all this traffic. And then there wouldn't be a simple issue with traffic at all. And that were if people obeyed the blue flags. Guy came clearly out of pits. Has nothing better to do than just sit on the apex. Actually miss it, but not give way. I should inquire Jimmy about it. But people never learn, so nothing you can do. Like, you know, if people are on a lap, I'm not just like sending it myself either. I can also keep behind and overtake in a spot then where they don't have to brake or alter their line when they're on their lap. And I think it should be possible to have that respect shared, but whatever. I killed my own lap, but you see it yourself anyway. Distraction control. Okay, so this is putting me into a proper headache. Because if you want to be overtaking, you need to take a different gear. But if you take a different gear, you're gonna be too slow in the straight. Yeah. Anyway, let's save what I have here. Then have a quick look at the race lap timer. And I've done a point 46.1 something to 9. That would put me P11 on the hot lap board. Just over a second and 2/10 away of the base. $38,764 in sector 1. 1, 2. second fastest on the leaderboard. In the middle sector, 36.96. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13th and final sector, 30.1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh. Sector 1 is great. Rest of the sectors are shit. I wonder what can be done. Yeah, but that's nothing I need to declare right now. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for the Virtual Endurance Championship practice. Once again, guys, on Saturday, 6 hours of Road America. I'm pretty sure you guys will appreciate, and you guys are happy to join. So if you appreciate our racing that we do, please, guys, have a follow on Twitch, subscribers on the YouTube channel. Come back for more Le Mans Ultimate, especially. That's going to be the next big project of February onwards, as soon as that's released. So yeah, guys, looking forward to see you again. You're gonna have a raid on Twitch, of course. Tom97HD with some F123. Give him a follow, guys. He is a mighty quick lad on F123 in the Creator Series. Really, really big guy. I think he also did some esports in F1, so he really knows how to drive that. So guys, give him a follow. Thank you for your time, and see you next time. Bye-bye.